Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start working on this 2001 TRX 250EX. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the swing arm off so we can take a look at this boot or the joint that connects into the engine here for the drive shaft. It should just be disconnecting brake lines, the rear shock, and swing arm bolt. Maybe, I know we'll have to take the boot strap loose or whatever it's called there, but if I'm not mistaken, everything else should just come right out after that. So let's get started with that. Yep, unfortunately it looks like I need a special tool for that, and it is a Sunday, so that's not gonna happen right now. So I guess I'll be back whenever I get one of those tools. Engine's out. Struggled with that for a little bit. I had to take the Nerf bars off and everything. Whatever. We're gonna go and drain the oil here. And we'll see if there's any flakes in the bottom. And then we'll also pull the filter once we get to that. I don't know. Unless this is the filter, I don't think so. I just realized there's another drain bolt right here on the bottom. Let's actually do it first. But then again, I'm not. It's old school Honda. There is metal. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, transmission gears just shattered. That's what it is. Which I kind of already knew that because of the sound. But if you look here, that's out of the bottom of this cover. But I see a tooth over here that I'll get to in just a second. There's the other metal flakes down there, but come on. There it is. But luckily, we've got a replacement transmission that he bought and was going to have somebody install it. And there's our head here. There it comes. There we go. Cylinders off. I'm going to take it over here in the light a little bit better. There we go. It's just very cool. Heck yeah. Alright, now let's check out the inside of these cases here. We'll start with this one. Oh, excuse me. Metal shavings down here. Good bit of them. It's hard to see maybe. But all down in the bottom of this case, metal shavings. We'll inspect the bearings as well. If we have to replace them, we'll replace them, but they actually all feel really good. That surface feels good. That bearing's good. Good. Oh, there's all the carnage down in here. I won't even mess with it. I'll let y'all see it here in just a second. Right here. See all these teeth are missing. Ground off. Whew. That's rough. But the rest of them, all the other gears, they all look good. And on this shaft here, you can see this gear is all chewed up as well. But I have another transmission in the truck that he actually had with this thing. So the transmission that I was given is not the same that was taken out. These two shafts here are slightly different. I don't know if it's just because this gear is, I guess, in my mind, backwards, and it's just over here, or what's going on, but something's different. So I gotta figure out exactly what is different so I can continue to put this thing together. So I've been struggling putting this thing back together for probably a handful of days now. And I figured out why. It's because these transmission shafts are different. The gears themselves are the same. The overall dimensions are the same, but the shafts themselves are different. So this is the old shaft. And if you look right here on this gear, this one is fixed to the shaft. It's like part of the shaft. If you look right here, there's not a lip. On this new transmission, there's a lip. And whenever I would be putting everything back together, this much, the size of this lip wouldn't close on the whole case. So I'm thinking that's going to be the whole problem. I just wanted to bring you back and let you know about that. Just in case this happens, just make sure that your shafts are the same before you try to put it back together. So I wanted to bring you guys back for a quick update. As you see, everything's back together, and the issue I'm having now is reverse doesn't work. The light will come on the dash, but it won't like fully click in, I guess what you could say. It feels, you can feel the shifter kind of want to do it, but it won't do it. Like there's no grinding of gears or anything like that. Whenever I put it back together, I had an issue with shifting in general. I got it to shift up, but it would never shift back down. It's because I don't even know what the actual term for it is, but their shifting mechanism in this is really strange. It's not just the little arm thing that most machines have. It's got like a few extra pieces. It's really strange. I don't know if it's just the design, whatever. But I got it working, and on the bench, I had it shifting all the way up and down and reverse, or so I thought. So I put it all back together. It'll go forward, it just won't reverse. So probably gonna be taking it back out here in just a few minutes and looking at the shifter. I'm hoping that's all it is, because there's only one gear in there that, you know, does reverse. So I'm hoping I don't have to tear the whole thing back apart, just the like the outer case, outer front case, clutch cover, I guess technically is what it's called. But that way I can just get in there and maybe shimmy a few things around or whatever, and she'll be back running right. So we'll see. I figured out the problem with the reverse, but I'm going to show you everything back running. I do have an exhaust leak right here, so I got to figure that out. And I'm about to go ahead and do the tires as well. These are the old gears, but same difference. So on a couple of the gears, they have this lip here and then a smooth side. One of these gears, I think, were turned around backwards. It was either this or the, I think these are called dogs, whatever. One of these two were turned around backwards, and they wouldn't lock together. That's all that was. I had to tear the whole engine back apart to get that figured out. But now I'm gonna do the tires and fix that exhaust leak. All right, guys, here we are with the brand new tires put on. I actually had to take these to the local Honda shop because I couldn't get them off. All I have is tire spins. I don't have the fancy equipment like they have yet, so I couldn't get them off. And I just went up there and took it to them, so they did it for me. Gave me a good discount on them, on the labor on there. So I'm gonna throw these back on, and then we're gonna take a look at the exhaust leak, at the pipe connection, and there's one more thing with the back brakes. They seem to be kind of like sticking, so I'm gonna take those apart and check those out as well. The brake shoes, this one's totally bald. This one's got a little bit left. Chunks of them fell out. It felt pretty seized up in there, but I got it all out. And the piece that spreads the brake shoes apart was seized up in there, so I had to tap it out, and I gotta grease it up, and then everything should be working. Here it is, all put back together. Brake shoes working. In the back, front brakes work. Everything works as it should. Brand new tires again, as you saw before. So it rained a good bit last night, so I'm not gonna ride like I typically do. So I'm gonna set my camera up And then I'll just show you that everything works with all the shifting and whatnot. And then all it needs is one good deep clean, and then it'll be ready to sell. But anyway, that's the four-wheeler. It all works. I've got a guy interested at work, so I'm gonna get with him probably in the next day or two, make sure everything's 100%, no leaks, whatnot. And then I'm in talks with another guy to fix his four-wheeler, and then I'm gonna try to buy another one here shortly. Thanks for watching.